Okay, real quick, before people start coming in here asking me to do stuff. Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 18. We're back, and Joella's still over Q House trying to convince DeMondrick that she feel like he did this to her tires. You already pressed charges on somebody. We're not going to keep dragging this, okay? They argue back and forth a little bit before she leaves, saying she got to go to work. She takes her kids with her. All right. Q and DeMondrick's dad pull up, and she go in the house, she pulled Q in the room, close the door like we can't steal here. And she's basically telling him that she has a warrant for her arrest for criminal mischief. And she tells him that his baby mama is miserable and she crazy and whatever. Then they switch back to Joella. Joella going down the street talking about the situation, and she get pulled over. The police get behind her, turn the lights on, she pull over. They basically tell her that she's getting, they ask her about some kind of warrant she had or whatever. She was like, no, I already took care of that. I already went to court for that. Basically, her tags were expired. Her registration was expired. So you mean tell me you wouldn't spend $600 to put some tires on this car and the registration expired? Okay, grow up. That situation's done. What else happened with Joella? So the law firm that Q went to, sent an investigator over to talk to Joella about what happened. She in the confessional like, it's a bold move, her sending this investigator to my house. Baby, that's not how that works. He worked for the law office. He don't work for Kiana. So he's basically asking her what happened and if she can say with 100% certainty that it was Q, which she cannot. So he asked her to sign some kind of agreement saying, I guess you're going to let this go. She was like, the only way I'll sign this is if we have a face-to-face. And the producers are like, why do you need to sit down with her? Because what she did, money can't fix. She need to apologize. So you'd rather have an apology over money? Yeah, you just want to be in the people relationship and in their head. Let it go. Grandma told you to let it go. I heard your grandma tell you to let them people live. I think that's all that happened with her. So Justine and Michael are still on the show. I'm still not interested. Keith and Letitia, they are, God, people about to come in here start asking me to do stuff. Keith and Letitia are, what are they doing? Worried about her case at this point. And, oh God, I'm gonna have to come back and talk. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Did y'all know you can pause your video on these newer phones? I got a new phone. I don't know how to work it that well yet, but I didn't know you could do that. Anyway, Keith and Letitia. They are currently concerned about Letitia's case. She's stressed out. She can't get a lawyer on the phone. She's saying that one of her old clients is saying that she stole from them or something about some services. Now, she's not very clear about what is actually going on. Ooh, I'm greasy, y'all. So, she is facing 15 years for these charges. And she's like, I don't know if Keith would wait for me. I know. No, he's not going to wait for you for 15 years. No. That he's already spent 11 behind bars. He's not going to do your 15 with you. I can guarantee you that. Who else is on? Bianca and Daniel, girl. I got Daniel's name right this episode. Bianca and Daniel. So, they're still out to eat. TV is really dragging these things. Now he gonna flush the toilet while I'm there. Anyway, they are really dragging these things. So they're still at dinner or whatever. She's not eating. He is getting real belligerent because she don't want to move out of the apartment, and he feel like she need to move out. He can find somebody that can move in that other bedroom and they can still afford the rent. For some reason, this is still her fault. It was him saying that he basically used her so that he doesn't have to go into a halfway house. And she was like, are you serious? I can't. And he said, yeah. She was like, I can't tell if you're serious or not. Girl, he told you he was serious. Like, okay. Anyway, he throws a temper tantrum. He storms off. So later on, when he's in the confessional, she called him and she says, you a piece of shit because you've been cheating on me this whole time. These messages go back for a long time. And he like, yeah, and he basically got real angry because that's what they do when they get caught. Who else is on this show? The main people is Joy and what's the other people name, y'all? I think that was everybody. I didn't see none of Will and Courtney, thank God. And I didn't see. Did I see Troy? I think I did see Troy. Oh yeah, because they were out there at his father's memorial, and he broke down. I felt so bad for Troy. Troy got a lot going on, and I feel like he needs somebody that's a little bit more emotionally stable by his side, because I ain't gonna say somebody else. I need Zaria to be more emotionally stable. He needs somebody that can hold him down. And for her, everything has to be about her and how she's feeling and how she's being treated. And as a wife, yes, she does come first. I get that. But you coming first doesn't mean you're the only thing that's coming. Like, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's making sure you're straight. He's not leaving you for dead. But he has to go handle what he has to go handle. And you got to be okay with that. He broke down. His sister's rubbing his back. It was very hard to watch. And him calling out to his father, who he didn't, you know, who he died while he was in prison. It's a lot. It's a lot. Most of these young men that's been locked up for a long time have some kind of trauma. And I just feel like Zaria has to acknowledge that. Like, getting out of prison, there's a whole rehabilitation process. And he has to go through it. There's no way around that. Anyway, this episode, I feel like they're dragging all of, JK and Brooke. I knew I was forgetting somebody. So JK talking to his daddy. His daddy, you know, he was like, you know, she pregnant. And in my mind, I'm like, no, daddy, you a little late. She lost that baby. Come to find out, how you get pregnant 2 times in the same season? So she pregnant again. And he was like, I love Brooke, but I gotta go over here and see if this baby mine. So he wanted to meet with Alex face to face. He get over there and meet with Alex face to face. She's talking about, it's a 50% chance that you the father. So you pregnant 2 times, possibly about 2 different men in the same season? Ooh, Brooke, you need to get your life together. She was like, you keep treating me like a side chick. I'm not a side chick. I'm the real chick. Okay. I'm Deeker or something she said. But anyway, that was that on that. See you next time. Bye.